Once in your life, you should go to a place where you can take an epic shot. This is Barbara in this epic shot. This is me in, well, maybe not an epic shot, but that's me, and in the background is the Grand Canyon. You got to go once in your lifetime to the Grand Canyon. Our trip took us southeast from Las Vegas to Boulder City, and then to the nearby Hoover Dam at the west end of Lake Mead. And that was the subject of last week's vlog. To drive to the Grand Canyon, head south on 93 to Kingman. One of the attractions of the Grand Canyon is a skywalk. You need to access that from 93. At Kingman, take the eastbound entrance and enjoy the drive along Interstate 40. Just keep on cruising on this concrete band all the way to Williams, just before Flagstaff, and turn north on 64. As we drove north on 64, we saw the most amazing chemtrails ever. They are considered by some to be well-intentioned attempts by the government to combat global warming and the depletion of the ozone layer by spraying particles in the atmosphere to deflect the sun's radiation. Well, I don't know. At first I thought it was jet trails, but no, chemtrails. Whatever that is. As you drive north on 64, you will drive by the Double Eagle trading post. Don't drive by, go in. That certainly helps to get you into the feel and culture of this Native American land. So keep driving north till you get to the south rim of the Grand Canyon, and there it is, Grand Canyon Village. As you approach the southern rim of the Grand Canyon, the land gets really, really flat. Along the way, you may see some wildlife. It's the only wildlife we saw, but here it is.
Wow. Oh yeah, look at that.
There's like 10.
I'm getting a super close-up of that baby drinking there. Wow.
Oh, gee. Oh, there's tons of them.
Tons of them.
Yeah, on the other side is more.
Certainly a sweet spot in the Grand Canyon is Mather Point, 5 minutes away from the Visitors Center. Let's see now, right there, the beautiful Visitors Center. Everything is great except for one thing. Do you remember President Trump's government shutdown? The shutdown was precipitated by the dispute over the funding of the border wall with Mexico. The national parks were part of that shutdown. Having said that, we were thrilled that it wasn't at the entrance to the park. Not only was the park not closed, but there was nobody there to collect the entrance fee.
Barb, where are we now?
Okay, we're starting off at the Grand Canyon Visitor Center right here.
What's the problem with the visitor center right now?
It's closed because of the government shutdown.
Yeah, the Trump shutdown. All right.
So we can't get too much information out of any people. There's no park rangers working today.
All right.
But we're going to walk up here to the Mather Point Overlook.
Right.
In 1917, Stephen Mather was appointed the first director of the National Park Service of the United States, and his name is attached to this incredibly beautiful spot. Also worth noting is that the Grand Canyon National Park is celebrating its centennial, 1919 to 2019. At this point, we've reached the rim trail. You can see the canyon in the background, and what do? Well, Barbara's doing it. And as is often the case with photography, you spend a fair amount of time looking at your camera, looking at the right settings, all the while missing the scenery. Look at that breathtaking stuff as we work our way towards Mather Point. From the rim trail, as you scan into the canyon, well, words kind of fail you when you try and describe this scene. One of the great scenes in America, the Grand Canyon. Not everybody is here just to walk the rim trail. As you can see, the rock climbers are about to descend into the canyon, not for the weak of heart. I'm afraid of heights. That would never be for me. No way. Along the way, Barbara does her thing to help tourists get their epic shot. And here, drum roll, please, because this was our first view of Mather Point. See all those people out there? They're on Mather Point. Who wouldn't want to be on Mather Point? Right there. And now I'm doing the Mather Point walk, just from the start of it right to the end. And let's hear some music. Then there's that famous rock right at the start of Mather Point that everybody's got to get on top of and very, very gracefully climb on top of the way Barbara's doing here. She's just like a mountain goat. Yeah, right. Okay, right there. And you get up there and you turn around and, well, what do? You throw up your arms and pretend that this is the most magic moment in your entire life, and maybe it is. And you can't stay long because the next person is waiting to take your place. And here we are marking the moment that the two of us are at the Grand Canyon. And, oh wow, the peace symbol. I haven't seen that in years. Join us next Friday for more on the Grand Canyon. Thank you for viewing, and as I say, see you next Friday.